Sorry we got on board a little late here, but True Colors was just rezzed on OCTGN. So I'm trying out a few different versions of my old MBN Taxman deck, jamming in Sweep Sweep one way or another. If you didn't know, I was playing 3 marked, 3 pad, 3 hedge fund as my econ. But True Colors was just rezzed on OCTGN. Anyway, so that was like a pretty much like I don't know. I guess you could say that was like the heart of my deck. So it's difficult to fit Sweep Sweep now into the deck without changing it significantly. So what I've done right now is I've cut my 1 closed accounts. I've cut down 2 of my asset economy cards to play the Sweep Sweep. Here I'm gonna start by drawing a card. That's a nice Caduceus. So I'm actually gonna lay that down in front of my marked accounts and then put credits on it. Let me mute this stream. I don't know exactly what my opponent's doing. He's probably either on Katman or Parasites or something in between. Team Data Sucker, Kate. Where's turn sound off? Game. Switch sound effects on off. Alright, so my opponent is just being a Katie Jones junkie. There's a hedge, so I'm going to start by drawing. Play a hedge. And then play a new marked account. Now that I have my Sansan, my goal will be to set up a Sansan server. And then I'll rush Beal through it. Set up like Ice, Sansan, Ash. The next time I draw an Ice, start the turn. Alright, he's indexing me. There could be a Jackson Howard there. So we'll see what he does about this Bastion. Probably just get Atman on 4. Which is fine. Nope, Corroder. Okay, so he's not playing Atman. So you can pay 3 to get in. So he's paying all of his money to get in past this one Bastion, and look at my cards, probably going to steal 1 agenda, but that's fine. It's a fine deal for me. He'll be down to 1 money, 1 Data Sucker token at the end of the turn. Yeah, so one counter, +1 break, and you're in. You get my Astro Script. I assume there's an Astro Script there. Hopefully it's just like a character assassination or breaking news, but... Oh, look. No Astro Script stealing available. Yeah, unfortunately that wasn't a Jackson Howard. Okay, so I'm gonna put money on this marked accounts, and then I'm gonna set up a Sansan server. If he has another agenda on top of the deck there, I mean, good for him. But I'm taxing him pretty thoroughly now. See what I get? An Enigma. Okay. I just put the ash down now. I'd like to gain some more money before I go ahead and just res the sand. I don't want to be too poor to, do things. My opponent is just straight discarding Magnum Opus, which I think is terrible. That card is really good against me. Alright, so he's running on Archives. That could mean that he's playing a Parasite and he's ready to Parasite my back. So maybe this turn I might ice up. That seems fine. I'm gonna ice up with Caduceus on R&D. Put money on this marked accounts. And take a credit. It's possible that drawing was better. So he's drawn a whole lot of cards now. Just, I guess, improving his hand in general. Maybe we'll get to see what's going on. So he's probably got another RDI in his hand, if he's discarding one, and an Atman. So he is playing some Atmans. So I'm going to go ahead and score this deal now. Leaving me 6 money to res 2 out of 3 Caduceus, maybe the Draco, and the Ash. That would also be fine. I'll res here. Hopefully he's not playing Account Siphon. Assuming he's gonna pay. Let him in. Click number 4 to run the remote. Run this one for trace 4. I assume he's going to pay that trace. And then here, I'm going to res Ash. And then if he pays 3, so if he pays 3, he can get my Sand, so I'll just increase the trace by 1. Alright, so now he can access my Ash.
Rejected.
And he does not want to. He does not want to trash the Ash. Discards the toolbox. Another one that's very good against me that I'm surprised that he's discarding. So here I'm going to draw a card. Money on marked accounts. And I think I'm going to put another pop-up on HQ just to ensure that he can't account siphon me this turn. Well, he could account siphon me this turn, I should say, but this will make it a lot more difficult for him to. He would have to like run it blind. 30 watching archives, you're in. Surprised he's not going after our marked accounts. So I haven't seen Sweeps Week yet to see how that's working out, but so far, I'm very happy that I've just seen marked accounts. So maybe, I don't know. It's possible that I could just like cut a hedge fund for a Sweeps Week to like make my Andy matchup a little better. My opponent is now filthy rich. I don't know what he's gonna do with all that money. But I'm gonna draw a card. There's a Sweeps Week. So I'll play that. And then I'll put this Bernice here. My opponent has drawn a whole lot of cards. I wonder what he's looking for exactly. I haven't seen... Okay, so there's one Parasite. He plays a clone chip. He plays Indexing. So he's probably just going to kill this one. Pretty good. He's got 2 clicks left, so he can't win the game this turn. Oh, he goes and gets Atman. Atman on 3. Alright, so I would not be surprised if he steals 2 here, since I've got 9 left in the deck and he's seeing 5 cards. Now my plan is going to be just the standard stack up ice on R&D. Bastion wouldn't be very good, but Enigma will be. So I'm probably going to do Enigma. And yeah, he gets 2. Unfortunate. But at least he's dead broke. Maybe I was, he says so. Okay, you're in. You get another Astro. Or whatever it is. Yeah, another Astro. Naturally. Okay, fair enough. There's another San. And there's a Beal. Okay. And there's a toll booth. I think I'm gonna put money on marked accounts. Install this Ash over on R&D. and then I'll click for a credit. So he's just gaining a lot of money now. Not terribly surprising. So I think I'm losing this one, and I think it's all my fault. Here's another pop-up window. I drained 2 off of him. And he's in. And he starts the run on R&D.
Login rejected.
And he just jacks out. Okay. There's another Caduceus. I could clear virus counters here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to install ice. No, I would have to click for 2 credits to be able to afford to res Caduceus, to res Toll Booth. So I'm actually going to do that. Click for 2 credits. Install my Toll Booth. And say go. So now my R&D is pretty stacked. My next step will be protecting the Sansan server a little bit better, but if he wants to just run in and trash my one Sansan, I do have the other one available. And he will take a tag. Or at least he'll have to pay a lot of money to deal with the server. He plays lab access. Not a big deal, really. I'm sort of glad that he just pays 5 money. He shuffles in a bunch of stuff that's not particularly good. Takes money off Armitage, puts money on Katie. Okay. No, I'll put Bastion on archives. This way that if he wants to regain the data sucker counters after I clear next turn, he's going to have to, I don't know, he's going to have to run into HQ a bunch. Here's a dirty laundry on HQ, or an account siphon. What? Two times for 2 gold? What does that mean? Okay, I don't know. Oops. There's a clone chip.
Login rejected.
Alright, so he lets it end the run, rather than parasite out. Yeah, here I'm just gonna clear. There's a pretty useless Draco. I guess I'll discard Caduceus since his Atman's on 3. He shut down, interesting splash. He comes to my HQ. And draws. Jackson Howard, Astro Script. Alright, none of the above. I guess I'll put another Draco here. Trashes his Corroder for an SMC. I guess he just plans on Parasite data sucking everything. But I'm gonna continue to, clear virus counters. You can't gain virus counters off archives anymore. So now to gain sucker counters, he's gonna have to, pay 2. And there's the toolbox. Okay. And another data sucker. Uh-oh. Okay, so now he didn't really have to trash that Corroder if he was gonna play that toolbox. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing cards and playing Toll Booth on my HQ. You can't actually get into the server past Ash, so. Install there. I guess I'll install over this Draco because it doesn't really do anything. Now that he has the toolbox out. And hopefully it doesn't have stem hack. I guess I'll do another ice over HQ. Nah, there's no reason. I guess there's some of a reason for that, but I just won't. Maybe this is better served as a toolbox. In fact, or a tool booth. In fact, it almost definitely is. But I have a lot more money for him for these traces. He can, of course, parasite the Draco. Hmm. Continues to feed me money. These HQ pop-up windows are doing a fantastic job. I actually don't see a really good reason not to clear this turn. Maybe there is one. Alright, so my opponent just concedes. It's not an agenda, so I guess I would have just scored this.